Or they're all Miss
Most
first?
important people first.
Well, okay. Now, I know I'm not the oldest living member of this church. But I think I am the one that has been here the longest because I was born in this church. My Yankee parents moved to Jackson in the mid-30s during the Depression, and they both came from an Episcopal Lutheran tradition, and immediately they lived downtown on Main Street because there was no other place to live, and they immediately joined St. Luke's Episcopal Church. And at that time, Dr. Warren Clark was the priest, and you all know that his portrait is in the Commons, and if you haven't looked at it, be sure you take a good look at it. I know every time I walk by that portrait, he winks at me. Doesn't he ever? He winks. I was born in 1940, so you can do the math. I made it to 76, and when Gail asked me to do this, I said, well, I guess I can. And I began to look back and in my memories, and I can honestly say that my entire life has revolved around St. Luke's Episcopal Church. All of my memories, all of the things that have happened in my family, all of my family has been buried from St. Luke's. My children were baptized here. All the wonderful things that have happened to me at St. Luke's. And the most wonderful thing that happened to me is I met Pepper Gray, and we married 57 years ago this Thanksgiving, and it'll be 57 at Thanksgiving time. But it was all of the good things, and some of the really hard things have happened to us, and we shared them in this place. I was baptized by Dr. Warren Clark, and I wish you all could have known this man. I don't know if Edward remembers him. He was precious. He was quaint. He was an Englishman. He lived downtown at the New Southern Hotel, and he was quite the gentleman, and everybody in town knew him. And he was kind of short, and he was bald. I know about that. And he let his hair, he was very vain about it, and he let his hair grow, and he pulled it up over and stuck hairpins in his, to keep it up. And when he preached, he would push his hair back and keep on preaching. And we prayed sometimes that hair would fall down. But he was wonderful. He died, he passed away the year I was a freshman in college. So, you see, I had my whole childhood with Dr. Warren Clark. I think as a young child, I thought he was God. I really did. And I always worried about if the Holy Ghost was in the Sunday school room there, which was in the front with Mrs. Crook. She was the teacher. After he passed away, Reverend Woody Butler came to town, and that's when Pepper and I married, and he was a wonderful man. He was very different, he was very academic, and he was also very involved in the civil rights movement at the time. This would have been the early 60s, and you know what a tough time that was. And he was just a great leader, and he was beloved by everybody. But he proceeded to proselyte Pepper Gray really well, and so he was confirmed during that time. Following Woody, we had Frank Servant, and he came, and he was beloved by the whole community. He and his wife were, and St. Luke's just was in the middle of a lot of things because of the sermons, and he did a wonderful job. I think he's visited here several times in the last few years. and he went on to be Bishop of Florida, and everybody was very sad when he left. And then I'm going to go through real quickly who was here after him. And some of you may remember, and some of you may not, but in the 70s, Paul Shilwalker took Frank Sermon's place, and he turned this place upside down. He was a character, he was an entertainer. He had a really large family with 3 boys and 1 daughter, and his sons and my son were about the same age. And Paul had no patience with these boys that were acolyting, particularly when they fainted at communion. And one day in the summer, John Bray fainted, and he didn't just collapse, he went down face first. Paul stepped right over him, and went, he knew what he'd been doing. He just stepped right over him and went on, finished communion. And Dr. Pappas pulled John out to the sacristy. Paul was here also in the Episcopal Day School in its infancy, in the beginning. After Paul left, Alex Comfort was the next one, I think I'm right about this, I might be wrong. And then Peter McGill, and then we had a series of interims, and one I do remember so fondly was Pat Sanders that was here. And then Chuck Villatra was here for many years, and followed by Sean Farrell, and now we have Gail, our Gail. And they wouldn't ever let me serve on the vestry in the latter years, because every time I was on the vestry, a priest left. I don't know if I had anything to do with it or not. It was not good, so you do not want him.
Make it nominate.
Oh, mercy. Well, all through these years, with ups and downs at St. Luke's, and we had lots of ups and we had lots of downs. A lot of painful and confusing times for all of us, and a lot of decisions were made that were confusing and upsetting people with the church politics, and then the big storm, the tornado and the storms. That was the hardest of all, when the church really split and a group left, and we were all sad and devastated, but we pulled together so beautifully, and here we are. And it's hard to believe that we were so devastated, and now here we are. And all of this together makes Pepper and I remember. And I promised Aunt Craig I would not cry. I'm gonna try not to. Do not look at me. How much we love this physical place, and what a fortress it has been for us through all the years and with our family. And we have always felt embraced by the love of this church family. And it's been a rock and a salvation. I read it in connection with stewardship, and I'm going to get off because I think I've already done my time. And I read this in Guideposts not long ago, and I kind of paraphrased it, but I want to read it to you because I could not word it as well as this is done. When we practice good stewardship, we are about investing. We're investing in each other and the church as a family that we love, because spending our money as well as our time together enriches us all. And my prayer is that God will help us to see that every day as a member of St. Luke's is truly a blessing. Thank you.